Hello everyone. Today Fernanda and me are going to talk about the challenges of eating healthy. Let's begin by looking at some common challenges people face when trying to eat healthy. High prices on healthy food, lack of nutrition education, availability, propaganda, and easy access to unhealthy food, lack of motivation, lack of time for meal prep, and biological factors. One of the biggest obstacles is the high price of healthy foods. Items like organic fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins tend to cost much more than processed or fast food. For example, the prices of avocados, quinoa, and salmon have risen significantly over time, making them less accessible for people on tight budgets. This creates a financial barrier for many individuals who want to prioritize their health but are unable to afford these options regularly. Lack of nutrition education. The lack of nutrition education makes it hard for people to make informed food choices, leading to poor eating habits. Without understanding the benefits of healthy foods and how to properly balance a diet, individuals may struggle to prioritize nutrition options. This knowledge gap can result in a reliance on unhealthy processed food. Unhealthy foods are a major challenge due to three main factors. Availability. Unhealthy foods are mass products, have a long shelf life, and are easy to find in convenience stores and vending machines. In contrast, fresh produce is perishable and often unavailable in less affluent areas. Propaganda. Unhealthy foods are heavily marketed through TV ads, social media, and product placement, often targeting children and low income groups. These these aids highlight taste and convenience, while healthy foods are promoted far less and seem less appealing. Easy access. Processed unhealthy foods are cheaper because governments subsidize for crops like corn and soy may make snacks and sugary products affordable. Healthy options like organic fruits and lean proteins are significantly more expensive and harder to access for those on tight budgets.
Lack of motivation. There are three factors that involve lack of motivation as a challenge to eating healthier, but here are the main three. First of all, convenience, because it's way more convenient for you to eat something cheap, tasty, and that you don't have to prepare, or if you do, it takes little time. That's why most of people usually tend to go for unhealthy foods. There are foods that usually have those characteristics, like fast foods, for example. You don't have to prepare, it's cheap, and it's available everywhere. Healthy food also takes time to be prepared. It takes a lot of motivation to keep going, following a diet, for example. That's why people tend to not go really further with it if they don't have the right motivation to do so. There's also the emotional factors and the delayed gratification of healthy eating, which makes people often choose comforting and quick meal options, and those comforting and quick meal options are usually not the healthy ones. Another challenge on eating healthier is lack of time for meal prep. Meal prep demands lots of time, of course, lots of planning, dedication, and in some way, abilities in the kitchen, at least the basics. It is important, of course, to have a lot of time because usually foods that are healthy demands a lot of time, especially vegetables and fruits, for example. They have to clean first, you have to cook, and all this kind of stuff. So usually you have to have time and be organized. So planning everything ahead, so you always have healthy options on your fridge, and that's why a lot of people goes for unhealthy foods because they're easier, they don't take much time, they don't take much planning and a lot of dedication. Biological factors are basically what we prefer taste wise. Our bodies are naturally drawn to sweet, salty, and high fat foods, like pizza, sweets, or a hamburger, for example. And these flavors they trigger pleasure responses in the brain, making those processed and unhealthy foods more appealing to us. On the other side, healthy foods like vegetables, for example, they have a more of a bitter or less intense flavors, which may not be as satisfying for us humans. So that's why most of the times we go for unhealthy food. Here are four nutrients that we need for a balanced diet, the basic fours. We have their sources and their functions, so why they're really important for us. Carbohydrates. They can be found in rice, bread, pasta, potatoes, fruits, and oats, and they provide the body's main source of energy, fueling the brain and muscles. Proteins. They can be found in chicken, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, tofu, and Greek yogurt, and they build and repair tissues, produce enzymes and hormones, and maintain muscle and organ health. Vitamins. Leafy greens, citrus fruits, carrots, nuts, and dairy products. They support various bodily functions, including immunity, energy production, and cell repair. And fats, the good fats, avocados, olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish like salmon. They store energy, protect organs, aid in nutrient absorption, and regulate body temperature and hormones. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for listening.